Robert Miller and Stephen Heiman were the founders of a highly successful sales training business, Miller Heiman, now a part of Korn Ferry. Their sales methodology focuses on strategic selling. The Miller Heiman approach to selling puts a very clear focus on the relationships between the stakeholders in a complex business-to-business sales environment. At the heart of the Miller Heiman process are 3 steps. First is categorizing your different contacts and the different roles within your prospect business by their effect on a potential sales outcome. Second, determining your prospect's level of support for your product or service by identifying the stakeholders who will either support or oppose your proposals. And third, influencing the stakeholders to help them to make a buying decision. So, you would first identify the people who can influence the buying decision. Then, you would analyze their needs, problems, priorities, and motivations. Finally, you would craft a compelling sales proposal for each stakeholder. Miller Heiman strategic selling suggests 4 primary purchase influencer types. The first is decision makers, or economic buyers. This role is obvious. They hold the budget, approve the purchase, and sign the order. For large transactions, these are going to be very senior people, often at C-suite level. These decision makers think strategically and economically, asking questions such as, what will this do for our organisation? What value will this bring? How will this affect our bottom line? Number 2 is users or user buyers. Users are the people who will be directly affected by your products or your services. So show them how your product or service will help them do their job better or fix the problems they face day to day. The question these users want asked is, what will this do for me and my team? Number 3, guardians or technical buyers. Guardians are responsible for evaluating the features and the capabilities of the different purchase options against a set of compliance requirements and standards. Their recommendations may not determine the purchase, but they will certainly influence the buyers, the people who make the ultimate decision. So, the main questions that guardians will want answered are things like, in what ways does this meet our requirements? How does this perform? Is this compliant against all the regulations we have to meet? What are the things that this can do? And what can't it do? The last of the 4 purchase influencer types is the coach or champion. The coach is an insider who helps to guide you through the sales process. They'll introduce you to the key players and clarify the rules of the game. This is an informal role, and it's one that you need to engage with carefully. There is a lot of scope for abuse in this role, and a lot of organisations deliberately formalise their procurement processes to eliminate the possibility that someone will actually take the coach or champion role. Along with the 4 primary purchase influencer types, Miller and Heiman also identified 4 primary attitudes that buyers can take. Understanding these can help to steer you to the best way to promote your products and services. They can also alert you to the warning signs that Miller and Heiman call the red flags. They represent these 4 attitudes as 4 buying modes. The growth mode is for the kind of buyers who aren't happy with their current situation and they want a buying solution that will help them to improve it. The trouble mode is for buyers who are in the middle of a critical problem and they want to buy a solution that will help them to fix it. Even keel describes buyers who are neutral and don't feel under any particular pressure to buy anything or make any changes. These buyers are satisfied with their current situation, so you are going to have to work hard if you're going to convince them that it is worth their while making a change. Finally, overconfident buyers are supremely positive about their current situation. Indeed, they may be unaware of the true problems or the scale of the problems that they face. These buyers will do a lot to resist change, so they will be very tough to sell to. The Miller Heiman sales methodology is large and sophisticated, and it's documented in a couple of books that I'll put a link to in the description below this video. It's the kind of methodology and the sort of sales training you would get if you engage in a complex sale and you find that our video on the complex sale isn't enough for you and your team. Please do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it or learned from it. I'll be creating loads more great management courses videos for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of them. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.